Okay, so I can't see us live on Facebook just right now, but I know that we are. So I'm just going to crack straight into it and welcome you and thank you for coming along to chat with us, Lauren Parsons from Lauren Parsons Wellbeing Specialist. Hey.
Yeah, so good to be here. So nice to connect with you. Hi, everyone.
So I just thought we'd get Lauren on board today because I know that we're all stuck at home and, you know, I think heaps of us, or from what I've read, quite a lot of us are feeling quite demotivated at the moment. And I know even for myself, just that get up and go, just got up and went. And sometimes it's really, really hard to crack back into wanting to even do any exercise when, you know, you've been on lockdown now 2 weeks and you kind of lost your mojo and you might be feeling a little bit bluesy. What do we do? Help us.
Oh, yeah, well, it is challenging. So for those that don't know me, I'm a mother of 3. My husband and I are now both here on lockdown working from home and looking after our 3 kids. We're all primary school age. So it's pretty busy, and I do know what it's like, how challenging it is to fit things into your day. One of the biggest things that I find as a real motivator is this key little phrase that kind of can stick in the back of your mind, and that is to focus on the satisfied feeling of completion. So what I mean by that is if you're thinking, oh, I should really go out for a run, rather than picturing yourself being out there actually pounding the pavement, you know, gasping for air, your muscles hurting, sweating, rather than picturing all of that, instead, what if you could picture how it's going to feel when you run back up the drive and getting back to the house and having a nice stretch and just thinking, oh, how proud you feel, how uplifted. You know you're going to feel better. You know it's going to boost your mood and give you more energy. But the challenge is that so often we picture ourselves out there pounding the pavement, and what you need to switch it up to is picturing that satisfied feeling of completion. And actually you can use that for any goal, anything you're procrastinating about. Picture how great it's going to feel when you've got your tax return done, or, you know, whatever it is. Picture how great it will feel at the end, and that is the thing that will get you motivated to get your shoes on and get you out the door. So that's one little tip.
Yeah. That's so good. And honestly, just while you were saying that, I was thinking, I actually do that. I go, oh, I really need to go for a walk, and then I think about the trek that I'm going to take, and I think, oh, it hurt when I went that way, and oh, I'm going to feel puffed, and I think through those things instead of never actually kind of visualized the end result feeling. So that's a really, really good point.
Yeah.
Cool.
And another little tip is to have a physical reminder. So like if you find that in the morning is the best time for you, lay out your shoes with your socks on top, you know, with your tights. I literally lay out often a top with a bra, whatever it is, so I can almost just roll out of bed and roll into it in the dark. And it's like before you know it, you're out there. And it doesn't have to be a run. It could be a brisk walk. If you like biking, you know, just find something that you love doing. If you just have a dance party in the spare room of your house or in your lounge, that's another key, is to find something that you really do enjoy. And for all the mums out there, see if you can do it with your kids, because it's part of their, you know, their PE, part of their day, or part of their routine. The other day, actually, my 5-year-old told me I wasn't very good at running. She said, Mummy, you're really not very good at running, Mummy, so I'm going to do some training. So we just ran up and down the drive, and she trained me, and she told me what I had to do, and we did skipping and galloping. Sometimes she got us to spin around with our arms out. Like, it was just really silly, but actually really, really fun. And so just, I guess that's the key, is to try and make it fun. And if you can actually do that with your kids, what an awesome example that is as well, to be able to do it with them.
Yeah, so true. And so thinking about, you know, or maybe the more diehard fitness freaks, or people who do enjoy getting out there and doing fitness, but they're now stuck at home with their kids, how do you kind of switch that mindset though, that they still feel like they're achieving something even though they're galloping up and down the driveway with the kids? Like, how do you, is that, you know, is there some nice mindset tool for that?
Yeah, well, I think the key thing is, like, some people with different things will work for different people. Some people love to write it down. So, you know, maybe write down what you're actually doing and see how you're progressing. Maybe use timers, you know, set a timer, put on your favorite music, set a timer. If you're quite competitive, maybe race yourself, or jot down what is your time to do, like the lap of your backyard or the lap around your neighborhood, whatever it is that's in your safe area. So that might be quite helpful. Either if you've got, you know, kids that are old enough to get them to run with you, or to again compete against you, or make it into a game, make it fun. And you can also multitask it in with other things. Like, it might be that you hang out the washing, and in between everything that you hang out, you do 2 squats or 2 lunges, or you just integrate movement in. You know, sometimes one of my philosophies is to snack on exercise, and I'll talk more about that and why we'll talk about the 4 minutes a day for that. But often I'll be speaking to businesses about it, and I'll say, you know, what if you could just lunge walk to the photocopier? And what if that became the new norm? What if you could jog up every set of stairs you see? And you may not have stairs at home, but maybe you've got steps that you can step up and down. Yeah. So try and integrate it and think of it rather than exercise, which is almost like, you know, a dirty word, like the word exercise, and people are like, oh, it's like, oh, something I should do. I actually really recommend you take exercise off your should do list and you just think about, how can I fit uplifting movement into my day? Because it really will make you feel better, and we know that we need to be looking after our mental well-being. So simple thing like lunge or squat each time you put the clothes up on the line. When you boil the kettle, just do 5 push-ups on the kitchen counter, you know, while the kettle is boiling or while your coffee's brewing. Each time that you wash your hands, you know, you could do that and hold a squat. There's 20 seconds. So just little ideas. And at the same time, you could be thinking about what you're grateful for, and you could be breathing deeply and diaphragmatically while you're washing your hands, for example. So all of those things, that's called habit stacking, and you can do that and get so many more benefits by doing it all together. Oh, hello. I'm joined by Miss Sky. Hello.
See, this is just keeping real.
Yeah.
This is what work looks like from home.
It does.
What's your name? What's your name?
You want to say hello?
My name's Bethany.
Yeah, this is Bethany.
Hi, Bethany.
I was just talking about how we were running up and down the drive and how cool that was.
Oh, that sounds so much fun, helping mummy stay fit, eh? Cool. Okay, so that's I mean, those are really good ideas. I think those would be worth jotting down. And I wouldn't mind. I mean, one of the things I have done to myself, and it might be a little bit negative, but it's like you put it on the fridge or the pantry. Every time you open this door for no apparent reason, you can drop and do 30 sit-ups. And that's putting a negative spin on it. But I like how you've said, you know, putting the jug on. What can you do? Some squats while you're waiting for the jug. But tell us a little bit more, because we're talking about the 4 minutes of exercise to, you know, boost your mood. Tell us how those little, because, you know, if you've always been an exerciser and you've always thought to yourself, I need 30 minutes of consistent exercise a day to make me feel or be healthy, how is it that 4 minutes is going to improve life for you in any way?
Yeah, great question. And it's interesting you mentioned the 30 minutes, because years ago, like 20 years ago, when I first started into health and fitness profession, I was the shy, unsporty kid when I was back at school, by the way, and then somehow I got into teaching aerobics. And then I was the customer services manager in a big gym, but I did a terrible job because I thought that I was too busy to get out on the gym floor. Don't click any buttons, please, sweetie. I don't want to lose you. And so I thought I was too busy to get out on the gym floor because I thought that I had to train for 30 minutes, which didn't count. You know, I'd heard that. And then I did more study into health and fitness and discovered that that was a myth, along with so many other myths. And I discovered you could do just 3 exercises and work out every muscle in your body. So if you do something that's, for example, a push pattern, and something that's a pull pattern, and something that's a leg pattern, so like a lunge or a squat, then you work every muscle in your body. And when I discovered that, I came up with a little 3 exercise routine, which only took me, you know, like 5 or 6 minutes. So I managed to do it twice a week. And 1 month later, I had doubled my bench press strength and tripled my squatting strength. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. And, you know, how many other people are missing out on the benefit of exercise because they too think that it has to be all like 30 minutes or more. So I also heard about this organization called Run Streakers. I don't know if you've heard, it's this international association of run streakers, and they don't run around with their clothes off. What they do is they run at least a mile every day, so 1.6 kilometers every day. And the longest world record holders have actually been doing it for over 48 years. Wow. So imagine what that's like in your life, to just commit to getting moving, to getting out for a run every single day. Now, I'm not saying you have to do that, but it got me thinking, well, what if people could commit to even just doing 4 minutes a day? Like, we all manage to find 2 minutes in the morning and 2 minutes at night to brush our teeth. So this is an analogy I hope will kind of stick in your mind. And, you know, what if, well, I should say, you wouldn't, just really sorry, love.
I feel like picking up all my things now. Here, I'll pick up.
You can hold Mummy's glasses.
You pick up everything.
So, you know how you wouldn't go for days or weeks or months without brushing your teeth? So even when you're busy, you still find those 4 minutes to brush your teeth. What if you could find 4 minutes to just get moving and find an uplifting way to get moving every day?
I really like those ideas. So I'm going to just put some little lists around my house, because I think that's the other thing, like that visual reminder for me. Like if I just write somewhere or just put a little, I don't know, just a little reminder. I like the tooth, brushing your teeth thing, because you probably could brush your teeth and do something, have a can or something in one arm, or you could just, I love this idea, because I literally have psyched myself out so much about exercise in the past, and just said to myself, if I don't do my half an hour, oh well, I'll do it tomorrow. If I can't do half an hour, then I can't exercise today. And it's really a wrong mindset, eh?
And that's the thing. I had one of my clients, Anna, who ran up to me one day and said, Lauren, you've taken away all my excuses. I used to think after having the kids that I would never be able to get back in shape again. So she had a baby and a toddler. Yeah. And she said, but now when Ben needs a change, I just get down on the floor and do some push-ups when I'm changing him. And when Abby asks me to dance, I say yes. And I add in a few lunges and squats. And it's working. I feel fitter and healthier and happier than ever before. So the thing that people tell me is, 4 minutes, that sounds doable, and that's what this whole thing is about. So I'm trying to create actually a global movement around this idea to snack on exercise. So if people are interested to find out more, by the way, you can just head over to the Facebook page. It's just /snack on exercise. And you can watch my TED talk that I did in 2018 on this topic, where I explain it all and I explain the science behind it.
So I'm going to link, I'll link I'll put your links on this once I save the live stream. And also if you're watching this now and you're not seeing this live, this will be on YouTube as well. So I'll link things there as well. Cool.
Nice. And the reason I recommend, you can head to snackonexercise.com, but actually if you head to the Facebook page, here comes Daddy to come rescue. You can take my phone, that's fine. It's a bit like, that, is it that TV interview where the toddlers will come in the back behind the guy?
That taught me so much, actually, because my kids do that to me all the time. My son the other night, I was doing one of these and he came in my gorilla onesie, and he looked quite scary. In fact, he's coming in right now. He looked quite the irony. And I was like, that's my son, not no abductor. Anyway, but that's what kids do, and I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry, I was going to say the reason why I'd recommend, if people want to check out the Facebook page, in the videos tab, there's actually dozens of 1 and 2 minute little video ideas that you can use right now to give you, like, if you're sort of thinking, well, Lauren's just said I should snack on exercise, like, how do I do it? Just click on the Facebook page in the videos tab. There are actually lots of ideas from other fitness professionals from all around the world, because I'm just so blessed to know lots of amazing people who have donated their time to record and send them into me. And this was a long time ago. This is over the last 2 years. And so they're all there. So you can just go and check them out and get some ideas at all different levels, no matter where you're starting from.
So to contribute to your movement, that you're trying to have a global movement, I mean, we could maybe put a challenge up in the 30 plus group and say to video or take a photo of yourself doing one of your snack on exercise videos, something, couple of minutes. That would be awesome, eh?
That would be amazing. And, share some ideas. Like, I mean, obviously, everyone's going to be at different fitness levels, so do take care to look after your own body and what you can do. But yeah, that'd be so awesome. I would love, just tag me in on anything. I would love to see anyone that is doing it. One of the things that always makes my day is when people contact me and they do say, I've been snacking on exercise and I never thought we'd do this. It's amazing. I've even got my husband involved, or I've even got my kids involved. Like, one thing I like to do is first thing in the morning, I do like a little stretching routine. And sometimes when I share that with people, they say, my kids will be already up at 6 a.m. I couldn't do that then. But actually, I have other people that sometimes say, I just do it regardless. 6 a.m. I'm up, I'm doing that. And my kids are like climbing on my back or lying under me while I'm doing down dog. And that's okay as well. Like, again, you're setting a really awesome example. And, it's just got to integrate into your life, especially now more than ever.
Yeah, and I just think, like, even this conversation makes people feel more human, because honestly, I really do think that we really psychologically, we psych ourselves out about, we can't do it because we're in lockdown, we've got all these kids, and it's not enough time. But just, you literally have taken away the excuses, which.
Well, I think the two biggest excuses are I don't have time and I don't have motivation. So, focus on the of that satisfied feeling of completion, make it fun, make it something you love doing, put on your favorite song and just dance, just boogie. It doesn't matter what you actually do. And even if you just do a minute at a time, and actually my whole philosophy of snack on exercise isn't 4 minutes in a row. Ideally, it's 1 minute when you wake up, 1 minute mid-morning, 1 minute at lunchtime, and 1 in the afternoon. And if you are trying to work from home and juggle that whole, trying to get focused to work, one of the best things you can do is actually put, oh, she's taken it, but actually put your smartphone timer on and just work in blocks of like 25 minutes, countdown timer, flick it on so it's there counting down in front of you. And then every time that it goes off, get up and move for a few minutes. Like I normally do 3 minutes on, so 25 minutes work, 3 minutes movement, back and forwards. And then after 3 rounds of work, I'll take a 20-minute break. And that actually fits in with your body's rhythm. So 25 minutes focus work and then a 3-minute break, 25 minutes focus work, 3-minute break, 25 minutes focus work, and then a 20-minute brain break. And that's because our ultradian rhythm, which is that rhythm that goes right throughout the day up and down, those waves we have a 90-minute upswing where we feel energized and we can focus, and then we always have that downswing. And so often we get distracted or tired or unable to focus, and we try and push through, which we can do, but when you push through, you're actually just engaging your body's fight or flight response to upregulate, your adrenaline and cortisol. And what that does is, yes, it gives you your second wind, it makes you feel like superwoman, but actually if we keep doing that too regularly, it's going to head us towards burnout. So it's really important, as well as staying active and getting moving, to also have those brain breaks, to get outdoors, to just...
So I was actually going to ask you what, because 4 minutes of exercise is good, for exercise, but I was going to ask you, how does it help your mental health, or how does it help your health? But you just said that, it's that rhythm, that body rhythm, that, what's the actual name of that?
So it's called an ultradian rhythm. So ultra means many and dian means day. So all throughout the day, we have that rhythm going up and down. Yeah. But coming back to that point about mental health, the other thing actually that just the 1 minute of movement does is it's amazing to uplift you. Let's stop right now, actually. Come and stand up with me. And I'm putting you on the spot now. I'm even wearing like my favourite stretchy pants.
I've got pants on.
So as you're watching this, whether you're live or watching the replay, please stand up and join us literally right now. Please do. I'll a little bit. It's just low impact. Just invite you just to relax, just whatever you're comfortable doing, but just reach up high and then reach down low. So just reaching up and then reaching down. And so as you come down, just take it a little bit lower. So maybe ease into a squat if you're comfy. And so just come into a squat, reach. And this is one of my favorite things to do. If you speed this up, it's going to get your heart rate up. It's working your entire body, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your legs, everything. And if you want to make it really high intensity, just add the jump at the top. Okay, so you can do it whatever you want. You do it in your pajamas. You may want a bra on if you're going to be doing it in your pajamas. But that's just one little thing. So that was, like 20, 30 seconds. But I'm hot. My heart rate's up.
My hair's
I feel more. Hair's a mess. That's okay. But the thing is that the great power is that you've actually just switched on, all the learning centers in your brain. You've just released serotonin, oxytocin. So you've increased your hormone profile to make you happier. So the powerful thing is that we know that short bursts of movement are also a really potent antidepressant. So find little ways, just get up and move in a way that feels good, whether it's dancing, could have done a dance party, but I'm a bit embarrassed to do that.
Next time. You don't really dance, you don't. So cool, I love it so much. Awesome points. Oh. So your whole philosophy is just around this whole snack on movement and just getting it done. Get out there, get it done, like you just made me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so then it's snack on exercise. And for those that might be listening in and thinking, that just sounds too simple, or that can't really work. If I really quickly share with you just one of the studies behind this, they took 2 groups of people and they got one group to cycle on stationary bikes for 50 minutes, like almost an hour, 3 times a week. And they got another group to do short sprints just for 20 seconds. So they did 3 20-second sprints within like a 10-minute workout. And they did that 3 times a week as well. And then they compared the results, and what they found was that the results in terms of fat loss, cardiovascular fitness, muscle adaptation, and insulin sensitivity, which relates to diabetes, were virtually identical between the 2 groups, virtually identical, which is phenomenal when you think that these guys spent almost an hour 3 times a week. And 5 times as long exercising, and that the sprint group only really did 1 minute of actual exercise within that 10 minutes. And then they've replicated that same study with people just briskly walking upstairs and found the same result. So it's nothing to do with biking necessarily. If you don't have a bike, don't worry. But you can take that principle of short bursts and apply it in your life. And I'm not saying you have to do high intensity interval training. Yeah, that's great if you've got the fitness to be able to get into that. But I'm actually really passionate about helping everyone get started and helping those that are already training to get even more benefits by perhaps adding in a few little intervals to really make a difference. So yeah, I know it's a little bit heavier maybe into the science, but I think it's really powerful to know that, because there are so many other studies that back that up as well, that 1 minute can make a difference. So why not just fit it in and make it an uplifting part of your day?
It's so funny too, just to quickly finish off, like I tell people all the time, yes, 1 minute is, or actually I say 10 minutes is better than no minutes, but now you're saying
Yes.
1 minute is better than no minutes, and then you've actually got some science behind it. So whereas I'd say 1 minute's better than nothing, you're saying there's science behind this. Get up and move for 1 minute. It's going to boost your mood, it's going to improve your energy, it's going to improve your well-being. It actually does things for your hormones, and honestly we hear a lot in the group about theft hormones. So, I mean, it's going to improve everything, really, eh? So it's like, let's do this. Let's do this.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, come and join us. Like if you're inspired, literally, I would love for you to share this idea with as many people as you can. Because what if it could become the new social norm for us to actually just snack on exercise? You know, like when you're standing beside your kids playing on the playground, why not actually get on with them? I know we can't do it at the moment, but you know, when they're on the sports field, whatever it is, like actually getting stuck in as a parent. What if you could work in a workplace that was really active, that actually encouraged the team members to get, you know, because we become better problem solvers, more creative, more innovative when we've moved. So why would we ever go into a problem solving meeting and all sit down? It just doesn't make sense. So I'm on a bit of a mission to try to help to change the way that we work and the way that we live, to just make it an integrated part of our day. So I hope it has inspired somebody to give it a go and see how it feels and how it works for you.
Love it. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. I'm going to obviously share this all over the place, and let's try and get something started here. It's amazing. Thanks so much for being here, and nice to meet Bethany.
Yeah, cameo appearance. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, go out and just sending lots of love to everyone else that's in lockdown. It is not all just highlight reels and beautiful crafts that we're seeing online, you know. we're all facing our challenges, but just do the best you can. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and we will get through this. Yeah. We really will.
Thank you so much. All right, we'll talk soon.
Cool, thanks so much.